flag man. This is All Sports All the Time, episode number 92.
92.
Do you know who wore number 92, Parker? Eagles legend.
Yes, Fletcher Cox.
That was last week.
Wayne Johnson.
The Eagles legend, not a current.
Malik Beasley.
Not a current player. He was
Michael Vick.
one of the first great Eagles players.
Jim Thorpe.
He played in the I don't think he played on the Eagles.
Dang it.
I think he was in like the 80s.
Oh,
one of the
Donovan McNabb.
Nope, one of the what? That was not in the 80s. Reggie White.
Reggie Bush.
Yup.
Let's go, baby. Well, guess what? 0.00072% of brackets are still perfect.
And that's only after the first day.
That's 108. If this was
this.
episode 108, it would be perfect. But 108 brackets are still perfect after the first day. The 16 games and only 108 are still perfect.
Ohio State ruined one of my two brackets that I did, and the one that it ruined was the one that had money on the line for it. So that is just great.
Heart-crushing.
Yup, not quite. It's not that terrible, but
it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
But Owen made up for that last night.
This was supposed to be Parker's birthday episode because his birthday was this week, but then Luke had to go and have an appointment.
An appointment.
Appointment. I don't buy it.
I don't buy it either.
But
anything that rhymes with anointment.
Name another word that rhymes with anointment. Ointment.
Yeah, ointment. Soilment.
Yep.
Mint.
Okay.
Peppermint.
Okay.
Spearmint.
Now you're just gonna go mints. Alright, I'll give that to you. Where was I going with that? Luke is not here, so we're not gonna give Parker his podcast birthday present because it'd be boring if
you guys got me a present?
Wasn't here. Maybe.
Well, I want my present. Where'd you put my present?
Luke's not here, so
Is that my present?
No, Luke's not here, so we can't.
No,
it's not. It's not here.
Oh, it's not here.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yep.
Oh, that's okay.
But
wait, Luke is my present.
Hopefully next week. Might be a bit of a disappointing present.
I'm just kidding.
You know the person that you see all the time? That's your present. Hopefully we'll be able to give it to you next episode.
Oh,
episode
like
93.
it didn't come? It didn't come in the mail?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Luke's not here. So even if it had come, it wouldn't have... Multiple things went wrong. But yeah, it's not even here. But headlines for this week. Parker got to pick out the beat drop song because Luke's not here. So last week we did... we spiced up the headline live spots. So you guys seem to like it.
Let's do it again.
So we'll keep doing it. We have no shortage of beat drop songs.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and this is a really fun one.
So
I like it. So Owen's
unfortunately, our speaker is not working. So apologies in advance for the below average sound quality, but
it's gonna sound good.
It gets the job done. Do what you got to do. So this week's headlines. There was a lot of stuff that happened in football. So a lot of free agency stuff. The Tampa Bay Bucks somehow managed to re-sign all of their good players while staying under the cap. The New England Patriots spent a record amount of money signing Jonnu Smith, Hunter Henry, Nelson Aguilar, Kendrick Bourne, giving their offense some much-needed weapons. The Chicago Bears signed Andy Dalton to be their starter after failing to trade for Russell Wilson. Mitchell Trubisky signed with the Buffalo Bills to be a backup.
Yeah, Mitch.
Carson Wentz will wear number 2 with the Colts this year.
That's 15, my number. He stole my number.
That's not your number.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Number 15, Oral Roberts, and number 13, North Texas, were the biggest upsets of March Madness. J.G. Graybill brought you these headlines.
That was perfect.
Perfect timing. Parker stalled a little bit, jumping in there to time it right.
Yep.
Monday morning! For those of you listening to this, go check out J.G. Graybill. The beat drop was presented to you by J.G. Graybill.
Just like March Madness is presented by Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
Free ad for Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. Parker, do you want to tell them about J.G. Graybill?
Yep, J.G. Graybill is a small family-owned and operated company dedicated to doing whatever you need plumbing related. They will fix your pipes. They will fix your toilet. They will fix anything that goes wrong.
We still have to figure out what hydronic heating is. We say that every time and we never do. I'm going to look it up right now while you do the rest of this.
Yeah.
We're going to find out once and for all. Luke's always the one that asks it and he's not here, so fitting that we find out without him.
Yes. So J.G. Graybill, they're awesome. They're a small family-owned and operated company dedicated... Just kidding, I already said that. I just want to really reiterate it. Mm-hmm. And you can visit them to get all of your plumbing services A-OK and squared away at www.jggraybill.com, or you can call them at 717-768-3276. That's 717-768-3276.
And when you mention All Sports All the Time,
you get $25 off your order for whatever you get, whatever plumbing services you get. So, with that $25, you can get yourself some weird straw craft things, and you can make a squid like I did, and then put it on Owen's head. So,
okay,
hydronic heating doesn't exist.
There is basically, they give a very vague definition. Oh, here we go. Okay. What is hydronic heating? In simplest terms, today's hydronic heating is an energy efficient home heating system that uses tubing to run a hot liquid beneath the floor, along baseboard heaters, or through radiators to heat your home.
Okay, so
it
you heat your home with water.
Hot water.
Yeah, runs hot water.
Okay.
That makes sense. Hydronic is like high.
Water.
It has hydro in the name.
Yeah, hydronic heating. Interesting. There you go, Luke. That's what you get for having your appointment. All right, so you might have caught it in the headlines.
And you might not have caught it in the feet lines. But
Bill Belichick's a genius.
Bill Belichick is not a genius.
Free agency.
Yeah, he crushed.
Absolutely.
As in spending
nailed it.
Too much money.
Maybe he overspent a little bit on Nelson Aguilar, because obviously we're biased. We don't like Nelson Aguilar. But he is way ahead of everybody else. People are like, oh, why'd he get Nelson Aguilar and Kendrick Bourne? Those aren't good wide receivers. Because he's realizing that tight ends are I would rather have a great tight end than a great wide receiver. Tight ends are becoming more valuable. And you'd rather have George Kittle than DeAndre Hopkins.
I'd rather have DeAndre Hopkins, not George Kittle.
What?
DeAndre Hopkins is so much better.
I'd rather have George Kittle. Tight ends are more versatile. And they're easier targets. They tend to be in the middle of the field. So if your quarterback isn't great, it's better to... tight end is more quarterback friendly.
Instead of rebuilding his team, signing good players, he signed 2 washed-up tight ends that get hurt almost every single year.
Washed-up tight ends? They're both under 26.
Yeah, and they both get hurt. You know they both have injury histories? And
what football player doesn't have an injury history? Jonnu Smith has been generally healthy. Hunter Henry does get hurt a lot.
Yeah, and he's just signed him to so much money. Like, it's just pointless. They're going to get hurt, like, week 2. They'll win week 1.
Injuries are so random in football. You can't.
Yes.
Unless a guy gets hurt, like, every single year.
Which is what Hunter Henry does every single year. Yes.
He just got hurt last year.
He got hurt every single year. Look it up. How many injuries has Hunter Henry had? It is so many. And Bill Belichick signed him just so that he could get hurt again. It's pointless. There you go.
Okay, here we go. He's only had 4 injuries.
Chance of injury in 2021, 86%.
Projected games missed for 2021.
Look at this.
3.
86%.
Projected games missed for 2021. 3.
That's actually a lot.
SportsInjuryPredictor.com.
That's a lot.
Oh, we have to click to continue reading. Okay, we don't have to waste time with that. But
look at all this.
It's fine.
Yeah. He had
a small kidney laceration.
He has a lacerated kidney.
That's it. Look, all of his knee strain, grade 1. Head cranial concussion, only grade 1.
Knee ACL tear.
Leg tibial plateau fracture. That was That was almost 3 years ago.
ACL tears.
It'll be fine.
You don't come back off an ACL tear very easily.
People nowadays do.
An ACL tear. He just
Okay.
tore his ACL.
Look, he missed one game. Oh no, that's 2016.
He missed the full regular season and the first playoff game.
That was 3 years ago, man.
Yeah. That's
And then
gonna come back.
2019, he got hurt.
Okay.
What? What are we even talking about? Okay, this is getting ridiculous.
I'm just saying that it wasn't a good
Point
sign.
is, Bill Belichick did a great job in free agency.
No, he didn't.
I told you, give the Patriots a couple of years. He'll get everything.
Owen thinks they're going to the playoffs this
restructured,
year.
and now they're going to make the playoffs.
There's no way they get close to the playoffs.
All he needs is to draft a quarterback. I do agree with you. They can't make the playoffs with Cam Newton. I'll give you that.
They can't make the playoffs
They need
with any quarterback
to draft a quarterback.
unless they get Trevor Lawrence. They're not making the playoffs.
What if they got Deshaun Watson?
Okay, well, yeah, then they're making the playoffs.
Okay.
But I mean,
No.
out of the
If they
out of the
draft Trey Lance or Justin Fields, they can make the playoffs.
No,
They can't make it with Cam Newton, but Bill Belichick must hit on drafting
So
a quarterback.
what if they don't?
He got tight ends. Tight ends are very quarterback friendly, easy
What
throws
if
over the
they
middle.
don't-
It's going to be great for
What
a
if
young
they don't
quarterback.
draft a quarterback?
Then I don't feel as good about their playoff chances because it can't be Cam. It
Well, so far this is what it's looking like.
It can't be Cam.
They just signed him.
To a backup deal.
But if you can sign worse players to.
I think that's a good signing if he's your backup because if you get Justin Fields or Trey Lance, which is going to be in their range, they're guys that could be like
How is
a
he going to
Cam
be in
Newton
their
type
range?
of quarterback.
Where are they drafting?
15. All they have to do is make one trade to move into the top 10, and they'll probably get Trey Lance. Justin Fields is less likely, but they can get Trey Lance. He's in their
They can
area.
get Trey Lance, but they can't
Yeah.
get just Trey
Maybe
Lance
Justin Fields.
is
Justin
good.
Fields has been dropping.
But both of them aren't good. In my opinion, the only guys that
That's a segment for later.
oh,
He won't be good.
but I'm saying they wouldn't make the playoffs with them, especially rookie year.
I think they would make the playoffs.
You underestimate the Justin Herberts and Joe Burrows of the world, and even they didn't make the playoffs.
You think the Bengals are going to make the playoffs now?
No, I don't.
Okay.
But you underestimate how good those QBs are. Like, they don't happen. You can't just make the playoffs, bang, right after that with a new
With
QB.
Bill Belichick as your coach, you can. Tom Brady's
you
rookie year, he won the Super Bowl with Bill Belichick.
No, you know why?
No, that was his second year.
You know why? Because Tom Brady is so good. It was him as a player. He's won 7 Super
Did you
Bowls.
see Tom Brady
He's
play
won
his
7
rookie year?
Yes. And his leadership,
Tom
he
Brady-
led that
no.
team in his sophomore season.
Tom Brady was a dink and dunk quarterback for the first 3 years of his career.
Yeah, but then he learned the game over time. It takes time.
Because Bill Belichick built a team around him
No.
the first 2 Super Bowls. The first 2 Super Bowls, they were a defensive team. They played the first Super Bowl they won. Their defense was so good that it shut down the greatest show on turf.
No,
No, it didn't.
No, it did shut it down, but
Yeah.
Tom Brady was the one who won that game for them.
No. Tom Brady scored 20 points in that game.
Yeah, that's more football. So think about it this way: Tom Brady scored 20 points for them. That game.
No, Tom Brady, the offense.
No, Tom Brady did.
Tom Brady
led the offense to
Yes.
score 20 points.
Yes.
In basketball games, you have stars that average 25 points.
Yes.
And the average point total is about 120 in a basketball game. So stars average 35 out of 120. Tom Brady averaged 20 points, and an average for
you're
a
doing
football
this
game,
all wrong.
An average for a
No.
football game is about 30.
A star basketball player has a bigger impact. LeBron has a bigger impact on a game he plays in than Tom Brady does
No,
in a
he
game
doesn't.
he plays in.
No, he doesn't.
Tom Brady's only on the field 50%
But
of the
you
time,
realize-
but LeBron's on the court the whole time.
You realize that if you have a bad quarterback, you can't win in playoffs.
Yeah,
games.
and if you don't have a star, you can't win games in the NBA.
That's not true. That is not true. That is not true.
What? Give me a team.
Okay, I'll give you the
A team that...
Clippers. They have Kawhi, and Paul George is decent,
Yeah.
but they're not considered. Okay, maybe Kawhi's considered. Okay,
Yeah!
but no, Utah Jazz.
They have Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, but he's not a superstar.
Okay, now we're
And-
going to argue superstar versus star. Where's the line? It's... A basketball player individually has a bigger impact
Nuggets.
on the game than a quarterback does on a football game.
Look at
I need analytics
look
for
at
this.
look at the Hawks, for example. They're
Okay.
a playoff team, but Trae Young hasn't been playing well. John Collins hasn't been playing well, and they're still. It's.
But are they going to do anything? No. They're just going to get smoked by somebody.
Maybe. It just all depends.
I need statistics on this.
In basketball, you have a bigger chance to become a star because there's less players, in my opinion. But anyway, as we were saying,
which player would have more influence on their respective impact on a game?
That's Reddit.
I know. Bleacher Report, why NBA stars are more valuable than NFL stars.
But you realize that you don't even listen to Bleacher Report when they say Tom Brady's the greatest of all time.
When did they say that?
Bleacher
Report doesn't say that. Bleacher Report has like writers for them.
Yeah, I know.
There's not like
and you don't listen. And you don't listen to them.
No, I don't want that.
See?
I just want to see
Owen's
who has
biased.
the bigger impact. That's all I want.
Who is the most influential NBA player?
I need stats, not somebody's opinion.
Yeah. See.
There's got to be somebody.
Stats.
There's got to be someone who did a study on this. NBA players definitely have. LeBron has a bigger impact on the game that he's playing in than Tom Brady does on the game he's playing in.
No, so that's true. That statement is true for every position except a quarterback, in my opinion. In my opinion, quarterbacks, because if you don't have a good quarterback,
okay, wait.
It's impossible.
Wait.
It's absolutely impossible for you to win.
No, it's not. Have you seen the Baltimore Ravens?
Yeah, they had
when
Joe
they won
Flacco.
No, their first Super Bowl, where their defense was just ridiculous with Ray Lewis and everybody.
But what year
their
was
quarterback,
that? What year was
Trent
that?
Dilfer, was awful.
What year was that?
2000.
Exactly. The league
or 2001.
The league has changed over the past 20 years.
Yeah.
Just like in the NBA, the league's changed over the past 20 years.
Mm-hmm. The Washington football team just made the playoffs last year.
Yeah, but you know why?
And their quarterback was Dwayne Haskins / Alex Smith / Taylor Heineke.
Because look at other quarterbacks in their league.
In their division?
In their division, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why they made the playoffs.
Yeah, but they made the playoffs.
And
people are considering them a good team now, and they still don't have a quarterback.
But you can't be a great team without a great quarterback.
Okay, great is different.
Yeah.
This is so ridiculous. We need Luke here to stop us from this. We're just like starting to split hairs now. Basically, you're saying why does the quarterback because he distributes the ball to everybody else
and they're the leader of the team. You
always go back to leadership.
Yes, because it's such a huge aspect of it.
You really overvalue leadership.
What do you mean?
The quarterback has the biggest impact because he's distributing the ball to everybody, right?
Yeah.
Would the point guard then be the most impactful player on the basketball court?
No,
because he's passing the ball to people and then they shoot.
Basketball is different because the point guard, that's not how it is nowadays. There's not really one point guard. There's guys that can shoot all over the floor at every position. So there's not really there's good point guards.
So who's more influential, the guy who scores or the guy who passed it to him to score?
The guy who scores now, it should be equal, I think. But in the NBA, it's the guy who scores the most points is the most influential.
The guy who actually scores the touchdown, or the guy who passes the ball to him. In the
NFL, it's different.
Yeah,
it's different
because it's harder to pass in the NFL than it is in the NBA.
Yeah,
but still, the principle is the same of the quarterback. I'm not saying the quarterback is obviously the most important position in sports. Yes, but basketball
so you just admitted my point. They're more influential to the game.
Yeah, because you need a great quarterback. But
that's what I'm trying to argue.
Saying a great basketball player like LeBron. Okay, right. LeBron has single-handedly just willed his team to a win many, many times.
Yeah.
A quarterback can't necessarily do that.
Yes, they can.
Because they have to have everybody around them working well with them, their offensive line.
That's not true.
You saw Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes had no offensive line. Boom, can't do anything. Even the greatest quarterback.
That's not true. Patrick Mahomes isn't the greatest quarterback. Tom Brady is. And
Patrick Mahomes is the most gifted quarterback. Can we say the most gifted?
Yeah, most gifted.
Okay,
yeah.
He's the most gifted quarterback ever, right?
Yeah.
And he doesn't have a good offensive line in the Super Bowl. He can't do anything.
But you realize
LeBron has nobody around him on the Cavs and just scores 50 on the Golden State Warriors.
But we're talking about
and gets them to the play where JR screws it up.
Who's the most influential? And Patrick Mahomes.
What are we saying? Influential in the field?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Patrick Mahomes had influence in that Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, but he couldn't do anything. They scored 9 points.
Well, yeah, but that wasn't.
No matter how hard he tried, there's limiting factors. A basketball player, LeBron isn't held back by as much as a quarterback is. A quarterback is held back by how well their defense is playing how good their wide receivers are, running back is, offensive line. LeBron, it's just like even if the guys around him aren't good, he'll just take over by himself.
No, but that just makes it more impressive when quarterbacks lead their teams to Super Bowls and championships.
No, I'm saying that makes it much harder to tell. It makes it so much blurrier because you can't tell, was it the quarterback being great by himself, or was it because it was him and a great team around him? This is where we disagree on Brady and the Bucs. I say it's because he had an all-star team around him.
But he didn't.
And his defense was ridiculous.
But he didn't. You realize no other player in the league could have picked a team and won.
He didn't have an all-star team.
You
Name me the people on his offense and defense. And tell me it's not an all-star team.
It's not. No other quarterback could have done that.
You put Deshaun Watson on that team, they win the Super Bowl.
No,
you put Deshaun Watson on the Tampa Bay Bucs, they win the Super Bowl.
Oh, you're so wrong, though. You're so wrong.
I hate this. Why are we arguing so much? We've just been arguing this whole time.
Well, no. It's a good argument. It's a good argument. We just have different
It makes
opinions.
me feel like... I don't know. Where were we? Patriots! Patriots are making the playoffs this year if they draft a quarterback.
And
7-9. They went 7-9 in a year where Cam Newton was almost as bad as Jameis Winston was. Add a good quarterback. Boom!
Cam Newton was better than Jameis Winston was.
Jameis Winston at least threw 30 touchdowns. Cam threw more interceptions than he did touchdowns.
Yeah, but
Cam was bad, man.
Look at the surrounding
We can agree on that Cam was awful.
Well, I knew.
Well, look at the surrounding cast. They added to the surrounding cast.
Guess who signed Cam Newton last year?
Bill Belichick.
To be their starter.
Because what else was he supposed to do?
You could sign somebody else that's not as bad as Cam Newton.
Did you think Bill Belichick was really going to make a Super Bowl run in the first year without Tom Brady? No, he has to have time. These things don't happen immediately.
So you say that now, but at the beginning of the season you were like, Patriots are making the Super Bowl.
I did not say that.
Yeah.
No, I said give Bill Belichick 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
I can bring up the clip.
But
anyway.
you said Tom Brady. You didn't think he was gonna win the Super Bowl.
I did. I said the Bucs are gonna be really good. I said at the beginning of the year, I was like, "The Bucs are gonna be really good," and Parker's gonna be like, "Oh, it's Brady." And I was like, "No, give Belichick time."
So you're saying
he'll
if Tom
rebuild
Brady,
the team.
You're saying you wouldn't even think it's Tom Brady is better than Bill Belichick if he wins for the next 5 years.
Oh no, then he definitely is.
Okay, what about the next 3 Super Bowls he wins?
This is getting ridiculous. Yes.
So then finally in 3 years we'll be able to agree.
Yeah, if he wins 3 Super Bowls in a row and Bill Belichick doesn't do anything, yeah, then it's Tom Brady.
Well, but why can't you see that now? Because that's what's going to happen.
Because there's too many variables for it to happen once and for me to be like, yes, the Patriots need to draft a quarterback. If they draft Trey Lance, he's a Cam Newton type of guy. Cam Newton can mentor him. He knows the type of football he plays.
Can I say one more thing?
Bill Belichick's playing chess, not checkers.
Can I say one more thing?
Yeah.
Most of the teams that win the Super Bowl, I'm pretty sure you'll agree with me on this. Most of the teams that win the Super Bowl are pretty well-rounded. Like they have a good defense and they have good supporting cast.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all the teams that win the Super Bowl have that, right? But then Tom Brady...
You can't just have a good quarterback carrying people.
Yeah, but Tom Brady has done it 7 times. Because Tom Brady is so good.
That didn't help.
You gotta agree with that.
That made no... What point are you trying to make there?
The fact that Tom Brady has single-handedly won 7 Super Bowls.
Single-handedly?
Yeah.
You just said football's the greatest team sport there is. No, it's behind soccer.
Basketball is better.
No, basketball. Okay, there's no way basketball is more of a team sport than football.
It's considered a team sport and I like it more, so it's better.
Football is no, like what requires the most
teamwork.
Full team effort? Soccer's one easily.
Soccer, yeah.
Football's second.
No.
Football then basketball.
No.
Basketball requires more teamwork than football?
Futsal?
Oh, okay. No, okay. Between
volleyball.
Between basketball and football. Football requires more players to work together as a cohesive unit. Basketball, you can just have one dude go out there and score a bunch of points for you and have a pretty good game. We just spent way too long on Bill Belichick.
We can cut some of that
Patriots talk. Yeah, I'll probably cut a lot of that out. All right, next segment. He won't be good. This is a really quick, simple, easy segment. We pick somebody who's going to be drafted this year.
Justin Fields will not be the new Jalen Hurts. He will not be good.
We don't know if Jalen Hurts is good.
Oh, Jalen Hurts is insane. You cannot say that Jalen Hurts is not insane.
He's not insane.
What?
don't know,
That's
man.
disrespectful to my man, Jalen Hurts.
You just jumped to conclusions. We don't have
What
enough
do you mean?
evidence.
No.
4 games.
Who cares about evidence? We have 4 games. You see how well he played?
This is the person you guys are trusting with your Tom Brady takes.
Yeah, Justin Fields is not going to be...
Justin Fields, he won't be good.
Have you seen him play?
Is what... Yeah, he torched Alabama's defense. It was really impressive.
No, you have to look behind the numbers, into the statistics with Party Sabetti. I don't know if any watchers will get that, including Owen doesn't get that.
I don't think I want to.
Party Sabetti.
Jalen Waddle, he won't be good.
Jalen Waddle, really?
Won't be good.
The only I think he'll be decent.
Alabama wide receiver to come out of the draft class will be Devonta Smith.
That's what I think. I think Devonta Smith is the best one. Like,
really?
The best wide receiver out of the entire thing.
We'll talk more about Eagles' draft strategy as we get closer to the draft, but I would take Jamar Chase over Devonta Smith.
I just feel like he's even still getting overlooked a little bit, Devonta Smith. Like, he just won the Heisman, and just because he's small doesn't mean he's going to be bad. Like, you can be small. Like, look at Isaiah Thomas in the NBA. Look at Spud Webb, Just because...
Why are we comparing basketball and football so much in this episode?
I don't know. But, size doesn't really matter, but I feel like some people are going to pass up on him. Just like some people passed up on DK. I feel like he's going to be the best.
But DK was huge.
Yeah, it's the opposite. But they passed on him because of his size.
Okay.
That's why.
I don't think that was... No, they passed on him because of his injuries.
No,
Injury history.
It was his size and the fact that he hadn't run a lot of routes. Like, in college. He just ran go routes. And they thought that he couldn't.
He didn't have a good route tree.
Yeah.
And he got hurt.
Yeah, and he was hurt a little bit. So
I think a lot of teams liked the fact that he was jacked, though.
Well, I think... Yeah, no. They probably like that, but his mobility. Mm-hmm. So I guess that's not really size.
Athleticism, maybe.
But kind of the same reasons.
But yeah. So you think Devonta Smith is going to be really good. If I were choosing for the Eagles, I'd probably go Kyle Pitts because of what I said before. With a young quarterback, regardless of who their quarterback ends up being, you want to have a tight end.
Yeah, Kyle
and
Pitts
imagine Kyle Pitts and Dallas Goedert together.
They'd be nice.
I'd rather have a dominant tight end than a dominant wide receiver.
But you look at the Chiefs, I want the Eagles' offense to be like the Chiefs. I know that's never going to happen. But
everybody wants their offense to be like the Chiefs.
But they have one good tight end. That's all they need.
Yeah, because imagine if they had a second good tight end.
But they don't need one. I don't think it would really do anything.
Unguardable.
No, but think about it.
Well, Travis Kelce got shut down in the Super Bowl.
They lose
because when a good linebacker can cover him, he can be.
But they lose
limited.
They lose. They would lose blocking if they do 2 tight end sets. Mm-hmm. 1 tight end sets.
You think the Chiefs care about losing blocking?
Well, they do after the Super Bowl.
Well, actually, yeah. Normally they don't because Mahomes will just back up 10 steps and just launch it. But
yeah. But I think you need blocking, obviously, to be good in the NFL. And 2 tight end sets, tight ends can be good at blocking, but they're not as good as O-linemen.
Yeah. So that was He Won't Be Good. Final segment, the weird name game. Bringing back an oldie but goodie. Do you want to go first, Parker?
I'll go first, yeah. Okay. So, the sport is badminton. And we learned about badminton in gym class.
We did.
So, do you know what a forecourt is?
A forecourt?
Yep.
That is the section of the court that's from the net and out, and there's a line, and when you serve, it can't land in the forecourt.
Good work. It's the front third of the court between the net and the short service line. That's good. Did you learn?
Learn my stuff. I didn't know it was called that, but I remembered that there's a line that you can't. You have to serve it past that line, and I was like, well, forecourt would be front court. So.
Yeah.
All right. Nice. Mine is in NASCAR. What is a tower? No.
A tower?
That was a throwback.
A tower. Okay.
What a callback. Nasshole.
A tower. Can you give me a pronunciation?
Tower.
Okay.
Tower.
Can you give me a definition?
That's the whole point of the game.
Dang it! I thought that would work.
No.
Kind of be like a spelling bee. Okay, alright. Tower. It's NASCAR, right? Mm-hmm. Well, I feel like this is going to be right, but it's not going to be what it says on there. Because
Okay.
tower in NASCAR, they have towers like where you wave the flag from at the finish line and start line. So you're like in that little tower, and so I think that's what it is.
Actually,
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna look this up to make sure. I think you're right. NASCAR drivers wear diapers during the race. It is frequently asked. If it's so frequently asked, how have we not heard about this? What?
There's a
Drivers have to take drinks during driving because the inner temperature is very hot. There's always a risk of wearing a diaper during races. What? I understand that they would pee during races, but nobody's going number 2 during a race, right? That's not.
maybe. I mean, all the speed it like kind of
No.
forces it out of you.
There's what?
Maybe. I don't know.
Interesting.
That's weird.
Interesting. Okay, so what does the race director do?
Like that's who I'm talking about. The person that waves the flag.
Is the race director the flag person, or
Well, I was
is that? It seems like it's like the crew chief of like
I don't
the
know.
officials, but
Well-
I didn't know there were NASCAR officials.
Well, I didn't
look into this.
I was
definition
thinking,
enough.
I was thinking that the tower is the thing that they're in, you know, like
Well, there's two different. There's like, I don't think there's like a control tower that the race director is in, but then there's also the platform thing that the flag person sits on.
yeah.
So I think those are different, but let's see. What is the name of the person who waves the flags
So what's the definition that was on
in
the computer?
NASCAR?
That was on the
Well,
computer.
It's the term used by racing officials and teams in radio communications to address the NASCAR race director for a given event. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. Who is the person that waves the flag? No, okay. Celebrities often get to wave the green flag at the beginning. No. Who is the person that waves the flags? Flag man.
Nugget
so
boy.
creative.
Nugget boy. Flag man.
What a terrible name. Is it really Flagman? That's the only one that I see. Well,
Flag man.
I guess it's the Flagman.
So wait, does that mean I'm right or wrong?
I really don't know, man.
Can you
This
just
got way more confusing than I expected it to be.
can you just give it to me?
I'll just give it to you, because
Nice.
sure, I don't feel like arguing with you. We already argued for like a half hour in this episode. We're
It's all-
realizing how much we need Luke to get us off topic.
We agree on basically everything else, I feel like, except for like a couple topics.
We agree on regular life stuff, but we disagree on a lot of sports stuff.
Yeah. Like I feel like a lot of like the major debates, like the ones you see, like is Michael Jordan or LeBron better? Like we disagree on those ones.
In sports.
Yeah, in sports. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
So I'm very interested in how this episode went, because I thought you were the one that normally gets us off topic. But we didn't get off topic like at all.
Yeah, I know.
So is it maybe more Luke than we thought?
It definitely is.
Or were we
Luke.
just like really on topic today because we
It's all
started
Luke.
arguing? Or
It's all Luke.
maybe Luke gets the ball rolling and then you take it, like you just
Oh, yeah,
multiply.
yeah.
You exponentially increase
They-
the
they-
amount of off-topicness.
They call me interest.
Episode 92! See you guys.